No more Yoshi. All right. Don't know just how long we'll stay in your turn to die, but I want to at least because I'm super sleepy. I'm gonna be 100% honest. This week has taken a lot of energy out of me. So mind your ears as I start to load this up. But at the very least, I want to get this section. This next little section done. Where is... There we go. There we go. I like this stretch of the music. And then it loops. Alright. So, where we left off last stream of this is we got to the voting section. The pinnacle, or I don't want to say pinnacle, but it was the plot given to us from the very you could argue from the title of the game, Death Game by Majority. Is that subtitle, actually? However you want to call it. But also at the very beginning when it talked about, you know, a democracy of some sort, voting for people. We're seeing that come to fruition here with it was a very cliffhanger-like moment we left on, which I still feel kind of bad about. But basically explained the hidden roles. It would actually be really cool if those roles I could get a refresher on, but they're not in here. Like, I was really hoping that I could click this and then it would give me the thing. But maybe it'll probably go over them again, right? As we get into the voting thing. Surely. Surely. But yeah, hidden roles, voting, that nature. Go watch, I mean, I don't know, go watch the previous stream up on the archive if you want to know what was happening. Turkey? An extravagant feast. An extravagant feast. Do I click on her? There we go. If you wait 10 minutes without leaving, you'll be killed as penalty. Please hurry. Oh, I think that we're supposed to move. I'm vaguely remember. It's been a little while, but I think I'm vaguely remembering where she was like, we had to leave this room. What happens if I don't leave? Sure enough, may I be happier not leaving here. Is this gonna be she's gonna kill me, isn't she? If only it were all a dream. When I woke up, Mom would make me delicious food. I talked to Dad and met Joe and Ryoko at schools like usual. And just have an aimless chat. I knew it. Okay. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Great. Let's, right in there. Oh, wait. There we go. This is what I meant to click. So yeah, I thought, so what I was trying to say about the beginning thing, I know I'm preambling here, but when it explained the role thing, I got really excited. I think it's going to be an interesting concept. I'm curious how the execution of it is going to be, because a hidden role game can be really fun when you're playing with other people. I'm curious how it shakes out in the context of a pre-canned single player experience, you know what I mean? And is it going to be a case? I mean, if it's like the other puzzles, is it going to actually be able to be puzzled out? That's what. So if you want to know my mind, since we streamed this last to now, every time I thought about this game, I was like, okay, so it's going to be. I'm curious about just how much of a puzzle this part is actually going to be, you know? Will I actually be able to solve it? Or do I have to just trust someone? Or is it literally just going to be straight up a story happen in front of me? You know what I mean? In front of me were strange desks about waist high. Here we are. Keji. You guys! That was fast! Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot Gonbi is with us now. Oh, the late arriver. The mystery man. Huh. Oh, you so pale. Why is this happening? A desperate game is beginning, and yet we just have to play it. So you'll take part after all. Mile, you! Please take a good look at those desks, everyone. A rather interesting setup, isn't it? Oh, they're hourglasses. Ah, I should have known. They're reverse hourglasses. Most curious indeed. When those hourglasses have all reached the top, the discussion will end. Oh, they go to the top. It's got magical sand. You have 70 minutes until the preliminary vote. After that, you can discuss for 20 minutes before the final vote. You have 70 minutes until the preliminary vote? Oh, is there 2 rounds? We got 2 rounds? Interesting. That actually, I'm guessing. I could probably advance the text like 2 lines and maybe get my answer. But I'm guessing that actually makes it the more interesting then. If you can speak for 70 minutes, you vote. And then if they show and expose the votes, then the next 20 minutes is that tense moment. You're going to have people being like, why the fuck did you vote for me? Well then, shall the discussion begin? Hold up. Kana in here. Kana. Oh dear. So some would choose not to take part in something so enjoyable. Hold on. Kana will definitely come. Time is limited. That is what she chose, and that is the end of the matter. Wait, she's just dead? Miss Sarah, you haven't made the wrong choice, have you? Did I make the wrong choice? Well then, let us start the main game. Everyone stand on whichever desk you like. At whichever desk you like. We were urged to head for the desks. Now then, you seem to be prepared. Let the main game begin. Please, wait. Yeah, I'm also... Kana! You are welcome, Kana Kizuichi. Kizuchi? I mean, close enough. Regrets. Can wait until after taking part. Eehee. God. I feel bad for Kana. She, just in personality and obviously looks, always looks like she's just on hair's edge of just suffering from a mental breakdown that just somehow wipes her out. Oh, goodness. I mean, if we take back, if we remind about her character plot arc so far, is that I think she was with, she said her sister, and that she did not succeed in saving her sister from the other half of that puzzle. So basically, she was given the key to get out if her puzzle was like ours. Though I still, the way that was set up, it makes me feel like there might be something different. Maybe her puzzle was a lot different or more difficult, or maybe she's not being truthful about the situation. Lots of things could happen, or she doesn't know the situation, whatever. But if we're taking her for her word and everything, then very hard hand she's been dealt with. But I digress. Let this wonderful, wonderful main game begin. So I assume it's going to be built the same way. I think we're going to probably like have to interrogate people and shit. Yeah. Well, not interrogate, but you know, speak to them. Or interrogate. I'll do it all. An extremely heavy air dominates the space. It's different. This is nothing like the discussions we've had before. Well, I shall go over the basic rules one more time. Total of 2 votes will be held. The preliminary vote in the middle of the discussion and the final vote at the finale. 5 candidates will be chosen in the preliminary vote. Oh, that's why there's 2 voting things. I forgot. I sort of forgot how it was discussed about the 5 and then the 1. Okay. Okay. I understand. I remember. 5 candidates will be chosen in the preliminary vote, and 1 victim will be selected in the final vote. If the chosen victim is the Keymaster, all lose and all will die. If the chosen victim is the Keymaster, and that's me. I'm the Keymaster this round, I believe. I think was the deal, right? That was my card I had. I am curious how... Because before we knew about the card things, we accidentally saw his card, right? There was like a bit in the panic of one of like the escape room sections. I say escape room, but you know what I mean. So I don't know, that feels like that probably was setting up something, but I think I'm the Keymaster, so I cannot be chosen. That'd be bad for us all. If the victim is a sacrifice, the sacrifice wins and can escape with 1 person of their choosing. So the sacrifice wants to be chosen, which is kind of an interesting role. Because you have to probably toe the line between asking to be picked and are you selfish, you know? I assume that's how it would work, because... I mean, how else would you... Because no one wants to be picked. No one wants to be picked except for the sacrifice. So how could the sacrifice actually get people to pick them? Unless they try to go with a very obvious, like... Oh, I'll be the martyr, pick me type thing. Unless you try to go at that angle. It's tough. I'm curious. If the victim is a commoner or sage, the chosen victim and the sacrifice will die. Right, the chosen. Chosen victim, okay, so commoner or sage, sacrifice loses automatically. So, sacrifice has everything to lose or gain, basically. And you basically, as the sacrifice, you can't just go like, you know what, I'm not gonna have them pick me because I don't want everyone else to die, because then you're gonna die. So you have to be like ultimate, like it's either you or everyone else dying, basically. So actually, honestly, sacrifice is probably the shittiest card to draw. And then the sage, I believe, could see who the Keymaster was, right? I think was the whole deal. Like I think the sage knows who the Keymaster is. I believe. Ah yes, I have left rulebooks on the desk. Make use of them as items, everyone. That is all. Hee hee hee. Use your time however you please. Marley quietly sat down in a chair. And, in dead silence, the main game began. Clout? A clout meter? Five people are nominated by preliminary vote. In the final vote, 1 victim must be chosen. Commoner, no powers. Keymaster, all die if chosen. Sacrifice has 2... Oh, sacrifice has 2 votes, but lives only if chosen. Can they vote for themselves, then? I assume they can. And that would maybe mean to, like... protect the game from happening like a stalemate, the kind of thing. Because then, if you have 2 votes, you either put both of them on yourself, and then you win. If everyone else tries to do like everyone just vote for another person. Or if they were like, I don't want to... I think that probably prevents like easy ties from happening, I would imagine. Okay, Keymaster, all die if chosen. So don't choose me. Box with a note. So basically, the commoner, no powers. Keymaster exists as a role to probably try to dissuade anyone. If anyone tries to say, let's vote for this person, that person, like, let's say person X, and everyone's like, vote for person X. Person X this role exists. Man, I'm really not advanced in the dialogue, so I apologize. I just want to explain everything to my own brain as well. But this role exists so that you can defend yourself, basically. You may or may not be the Keymaster, but as long as this role exists, you can use it as a defense to try to get people to not vote for you. Because then you can say, well, I'm the Keymaster, so don't vote for me. But that's why the Sage exists. The Sage isn't described here, but I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, the Sage can claim that role exists, because then you can have anyone claim that they're the Sage and they know who the Keymaster is. And they can use that both negatively or positively. They can say, I'm the Sage, I know who the Keymaster is, and that person is the Keymaster, so don't vote for them. Or they can say that person's lying, they're not the Keymaster. Oh, there's so many twists and turns. A box with a note saying, please use as you wish. There are numbers resembling a code inside. Oh, I think this was for the puzzle-y thing from before. This is just a whatever. Okay. I should probably save, right? Before something bad happens. I feel like this... What is this clout? Think we just gotta choose the most suspicious, least cooperative person here. There's just one thing I want to say up front. Yes. Choose this. Thanks. Well, it's just a short one. Development. I'm nervous, but I'll say it. You see, I'm the Keymaster. Okay. 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 Why is he saying that? So immediately we know he's lying, right? We're the Keymaster. So what's his angle? You have to be wanting to sow seeds of chaos, because if you claim you're the Keymaster, then immediately the actual Keymaster can come at you and be like, you're not the Keymaster. But obviously then anyone would say that. Anyone would say that, especially possibly the Sage. I don't know. Let's see. Huh? I was unsure whether I should keep quiet, but I want to avoid us all dying, so... What is So saying? Keymaster is me. Really? That's the truth, ain't it? If nobody else is gonna name themselves, then yeah, I'll believe it. Alright, this is a tough... I can't just let him get away with that, though. This is gonna... I can't. Wait, please. I'm the Keymaster. What'd you say? There's 2 Keymasters. Huh. So that's how it is, Miss Sarah. That's my line, so. According to Miley's explanation, there's only one Keymaster. I didn't imagine you'd tell a lie like this. What's going on now? Is one of the 2 lying? Gah. This makes no damn sense. Hey, settle down, everybody. Listen, the roles written on the cards only really become important come the final vote. First of all, our priority is looking for suspicious characters. Really might be someone on the side of the kidnappers lurking, after all. I can't understand what So's thinking. But for now, just focus on this discussion we're going to have. Alright, well, I regret going with him first. Fuck him. I've already settled on my pick. Huh? Curse me if you wanna. Gonby, I'm voting for you. Pick the odd one out. Why don't you? What about it? Say what? Do what you like. Dumbass, what are you talking about? That means you'll die. You're the fools. Just think for a second. How do you mean that? This vote shouldn't be focused on one point. Indeed, this is a preliminary vote. If we were to unanimously vote for Mr. Gonby, Gonby would be our only choice for the final vote. Oh man, and if Gonby is a sacrificer to the Keymaster, we're all done for? It's not as if we freely choose which role cards we got, right? We were guided into picking them up. There is a possibility that the kidnappers granted the least trustworthy Mr. Gonby a special role for their own amusement. And now, chaos ensues. Watch closely as you'll flail about. Damn it! This game is even more malicious than I thought. If we want to survive, we need to assemble as close to 5 candidates as we can. We gotta suspect 5 people? This is the worst. An oppressive air covers the area. Already beaten at the first push? I'll make a topic for you. Sarah Chidoin? I will vote for you. Have you anything to say back? Oh, hold on. Sarah's like our leader. What's your basis? Then why don't we discuss whether her actions are suspicious or not? Fuck this, man. Sorry, let's take a sip. Okay. Gomby says, I found it suspicious from the word go, how a mere high school girl became a leader. Sarah's almost always acted with others. She couldn't do anything suspicious, right? Doubting the others is one thing, but doubting Sarah? You're awful. Sarah, talk back to him. Gomby's just got the wrong idea about you. Sure have a lot of friends. How about you, Sarah Chidoin? I found suspicious from the word go. A mere high school became a leader. Okay, so I have to do the conflict thing, I bet. What happens if I extract at this point? Oh, okay, so just kind of... Okay, shove some evidence in his face like last time. Yep, I've got this. So cool. When selecting items, you can sometimes view a second page by touching the description. What do you mean, touching the description? Oh. Oh! There we go! If fewer than 5 in prelims, final vote uses that many. Final vote uses that many. Okay. If only one victim is chosen. Okay. Oh, here we go. There's the other role. Sage knows who the keymaster is via divination, but cannot lie about the results of divination. So someone here is the sage and knows I'm the keymaster. And yet, a suspicious amount of 0 people have said that they believe me. What's up with that? Huh? Unless So is the the sage, and he's just being an asshole for some reason. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. Maybe he's got something hidden in his beanie. This line here, but cannot lie about the results. So does that mean if the sage is to say they're the sage, they can't say they're the sage, but then say the wrong person? Is that what this line means? If you're the sage and you want to say who you know who the keymaster is, I think if I'm reading this right, if say So was the sage and he goes, I'm the sage, he can't then go, like, if he was the sage. Maybe it's if you're the sage as well. Could you lie that you're the sage? Probably. But if you are the sage and you say you're the sage, I don't think you can say the wrong person is the keymaster, maybe. A little confusing there, especially with how I was wording that. All right, I'm gonna versus, let's go, me, not me. I'm going Kiji, the untrustworthy policeman. Got business with me? Well, no. Take some deep breaths, Sarah. I should calm down. Okay. Guess it's not that. Do I do him? You remember, Sarah? Attack him with a statement just like that. Answer me, Joe. What do you think about this statement? You're really something to joke around when you're the one in crisis, huh? Sure am. Wait, so no? Huh? Did I say something strange? No. I guess I'm sorry then. Made her feel awkward. Oh no, my clout took a thing. It's not that I haven't seen through to the reason why the others have submitted to you. What do you mean by that? You alone have a weapon. The only one. A weapon? That's right. Possess all that can be called a weapon in this place. Stand supreme. You're an accursed dictator. Drew out a new statement. If I can refute it, even Gombe should quiet down. Oh, okay, here we go then. Okay, so I need to debunk that then. Excuse me. Excuse me. I felt like I've been holding that sneeze in for a long time here. Okay. So, debunk. Try this again. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. You can't refute it, can you? I mean, I'm afraid I'm gonna fucking... Alright, I'm already... Okay. I gotta understand the system. I gotta somehow refute that. How do I... I want him to repent for saying that. He must. Please calm down, Neo. Sorry. Should have some evidence in his face like last time. Yep, I've got this. So cool. I don't know why it tells me about the item thing there, though. Sarah's almost always acted with others. She couldn't do anything suspicious, right? Yeesh, that guy seems pretty stubborn, huh? Ought to present some clear evidence to refute him. Am I able to refute him with items? I think I can. Okay. So which of these items would I... I don't know what's gonna happen here. What about that? What's it matter? Shoot, that was a mistake. Okay, already at clout 70. I'm so bad at this. It wouldn't be a rulebook thing. I'm just trying everything. Throwing everything at him. I mean, I gotta try something. Oh, we're so fucked. I'm so fucked. I tried extracting them all. I've tried versing the statements. I tried using items. Do I need you? I mean... Okay. I mean, I'll show everyone anything. I'll do anything. Help! 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 Conflict. It's not a matter of, like, an order thing. Like, I had to use his statement against this. Worthless, how does that refute me? Sarah Doan, I will not be shaken by on your suspiciousness. Oh no, the clout. I mean, I just gotta try something. I'll figure out how to do this. Not a game over. Okay. We'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go right back to the beginning of this. Okay. Alright, serious time. How did I do it? First, I talked to him. I should probably just... We read this already. There's gotta be, like, something I'm just missing. But, like, it feels like it has to do something with the items because it says to double check the... I will vote for you. Eh? Alright. The only other thing I could think of is, especially if it says... Do I have to have it on this page because it talks about the sage, and then I would go like, hey, someone would know I'm the keymaster. That seems like that'd be quite sketchy, but... Shove some evidence in his face like last time. If I got this. So cool. When selecting items, you can sometimes view a second page by touching the description. I just have to see if this is possibly it. If I have Sage selected... Yeah, okay. Well, I had to see. I had to make sure, right? Eliminate the possibility. Now what the fuck am I missing? Probably painful to watch as I'm like... thinking. I can't activate anyone else. So all that can be called a weapon in this place is Dance Supreme. You're an accursed dictator. If I can refute it, even Goneby should quiet down. If I can refute... Refute that I'm a dictator? I've already done this, haven't I? I've already tried this. I should probably save just in case, so I don't have to do that part again. I don't want to have to click through all that shit again. What the hell am I missing? I'm missing something. Because you talk to him. He says, shove evidence in his face. I can't have an item selected and abstract, right? No. And I can't do two of these. If I go... No, that can't do that. You can only versus people, it seems. What the hell am I missing? We extracted? I hate to do it. I need to make sure I'm not, like, missing something. You know what I mean? Let me just... I'm not gonna spoil, obviously, everything. But, like, I feel like I'm just missing, like, a thing that I'm able to do. Does that make sense? Apparently, I was just picking the wrong item. What? How? Huh? How? Huh? Did I not pick? I thought I picked all items at some point at the my first attempt. Did I not? Whatever. That's on me then. Fuck it. I should have just kept going. Whatever. We learn. I had to make sure I wasn't, like, missing, like, a crucial function. But I had the right idea. I was supposed to... The game was telling me to use an item. Okay. Take a look at this, please. This box is in the kitchen. It says please use as you wish, yet there was nothing inside to use. What of it? Oh, because it has... Is that a knife in there? Someone's carrying a knife? What of it? All that's left is an impression. Impression made by a kitchen knife. What? A kitchen knife? Yep. By the time Sarah checked it, it was gone. Somebody probably went and took it. The kitchen was locked the whole time, and Miss Sarah very rarely acted alone. So surely she could not have taken it. How are you staying so calm? Like, who was it? Who took the knife? Who did take the knife? That's a very important question. Yes, knowing that is key. Who in the world could it be? Hold up, Sarah. Is all that more important than clearing your name right now? She has a point. Who did take the knife? It's not relevant then. There's no need to prove everything. That's not relevant right now. How could it not be? The point I'm making is that I don't have control of all the weapons. So I didn't earn this trust by force. Ugh. That's right. Can't fall into my opponent's trap. Look at you, feeling all pleased. Very well, I'll speak no more. You trusting fools can just suspect one another. Right. There's no time to celebrate. We've gone be quiet. Just means we have to talk. There we go. My bad. Back on track. 90 clout. What should I say? Who should we distrust? I've resolved on an answer. Taro. Letting this end in silence the most inane plan we could take. That's why I'm going to say it. In all our searching and discussions, who are the biggest burdens and the most weak? Kana, Jin, now, I'm talking about you three. Wow, he's going for survival of the strongest. Eliminate the weak. It seems. Rough. You couldn't. Are you shitting me? You think you ain't gonna get picked just because you got strength? Go ahead and vote for me. What? Vote what your will tells you. If you think I'm useless, then take responsibility and kill me, Rico. That's what I mean by resolve. Nail, Kana, Jin, tell him. Use your words to prove your worth. I searched as best I could and I found things. Lots of things. Kana. Jin, if you don't talk, it's over. Don't tell me. None of y'all are thinking you'd be fine dying, right? Looks bad, Sarah. Kitara's serious. What should I? Draw it out of him. That's something only you can do. Only I can. Only I can. I searched as best I could, and I found things. Lots of things. I know I dragged you down, but I did give it my all. I'm begging you, please don't cut me out. Nail. Please calm down. Nail, please, you need to be calm, especially in times like this. Sorry. Maybe she's regaining a little composure. Jin. Guitar's not so scary. It's okay, Big Sis Sarah's here. Do you want to say something? Oh, good. Jin's keeping his silence. Kana. Sarah. What's the matter, Kana? Come out and say it. Kana doesn't care what happens anymore. Kana? Even if she's chosen. Even if she's chosen, it's fine. Great. Don't tell me none of y'all thinking that you'd be fine dying, right? Sarah, I'm serious about this. If there's somebody wishing they were dead, I won't stand for it. Okay. I searched the second floor rooms myself, but sorry I wasn't able to find anything that seemed important. Ah, boy. Jin. Come on, look at me. You can talk to me, right? No good. Just keeping his silence. Great. But I'm begging you, Sarah. Now stick up for me. I want to protect her. Alright. How do I do that? Let's see. Kana is mentally boomed. Alright, so again, my options. Items. Extracting doesn't seem to be doing anything. I could start throwing items at people, but that's a quick way of draining clout, it seems. Torn paper. I mean, the rulebook is not going to do us anything. This feels like it's a bad. So what about that? Great. I knew it. Well. Well, I would probably think that, pitting two of these people, of these three, together against each other, whatever, is not the thing to do. I can't tell if I'm just incredibly dumb, or this is supposed to be very obtuse. I only have so many random-ass items. Makes me think. This is also, I'm such in like a just try everything type mood. Just try whatever. I guess I should also probably save again. Unfortunate, but I feel so dumb that I don't want to have to redo a bunch. If I do just keep trying stuff. It's not saying anything. That's bad. Okay, let's try this. Seems risky. Make your will clear for me. You don't want to die, do you? Okay. So that's no good. I need them to... How to protect her. She protect, she attack. How? Whoopsh. Whoopsh. Damn. I feel dumb. I refuse to look up the answer this time. I need to just... There's no way in hell the long narrow box is the is the answer to whatever it is again. Wait, if there's somebody... Do I put them to get against each other? Because they're like... It's not really refuting or anything, but then maybe I'm making a mistake by thinking that they have to refute, like, counter-argue. He just is pissed. He wants people to want to be alive. And Kana's like, it's fine if I'm chosen. Got it. Okay. Alright, I'm on. I didn't have to look it up. We're fine. For the moment, Kana doesn't really mind if she's picked. What? She's had enough. Kana just wants to go to her sister. Kana, don't be ridiculous. I clicked on the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, I'm just tired. I almost closed down OBS on accident. You gotta be kidding me. You really want to die without a peep? Please, wait. Miss Kana, are you serious? Or is this an act? Kana won't say anything else. Please do what you want. This is troubling. Miss Kana may have drawn the sacrifice card. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that. Sacrifice? The sacrifice must be chosen to survive. Thus, they would put on a one-man show. Yeah, she's got enough motive that we could believe she probably wants to die. No picking her for now, right? Not participating in the discussion so as to earn herself votes. Can't imagine Kana playing these sorts of mind games. Unless someone suggested it to her. Everyone, let's just put the subject of Kana aside for now. Can't know her true intent after all. First, why don't we hear from Jin and Miss Nao too, and then make our decision. Sao. Sao. I don't know how to be it, but I'll just say Sao. Fuck it. Sao until someone corrects me. Are you protecting Kana? Is it just me, or are you protecting Kana? Miss Sarah, I can't afford to do that. I just don't want to waste your time. Don't want to be scrambling before the vote, right? Back off this one, Sarah. Can't deny Back off on this one, Sarah. You can't deny these two time to justify themselves. Okay. I have no proof. I'll back off. Besides, whatever claims you make, I do have the role of guiding everyone. Since I'm the keymaster and all. Fuck so. Sao. Fuck whatever his name is. Sao. For now, Jin, could we get you get some proper statements from you? Meow. Yeah, that's right, Jin. Be a man. Tell him what you gotta say. Brokers. Meow. Meow. Jin's frightened. It's your crude-ass men to blame. We've got no time. Jin, prove that you've been useful to everybody. Meow, meow. Jin is trembling. I'm gonna look him in the eye. Jin? It's no good. Jin's closed his heart. Jin's frightened. It's your crew-ass men to blame. You say something too, Sarah? Rico, can you recall anything in particular that Jin did? Well... come to think of it, Jin said he found something amazing searching that second floor room. What exactly was it? The second floor room? I mean, the only other thing would be the torn paper, right? We've got no time. Jin, prove that you've been useful to everybody. People who drag things down are doomed to die sooner or later. That's true for me. It's true for you too, right? No matter if you're an adult or a kid right now. Taro is serious. Meow meow. Jin, it's okay. Can you try to remember what you've seen and noticed in this place? It's no good. Jin's closed his heart. Open up your heart, Jin. Jin, you're a big boy, right? I know you've done a great job here. Be brave and speak. I mean, the only other thing But would I show this to possibly Jin? Or to Kitaro? She doesn't give... Come to think of it, Jin said he found something amazing searching that second floor room. Thing is, he didn't look happy at all. I was thinking I'd ask about it once he cheered up. Got it. Look at that. Oh, we're fine. Everything is fine. Jin, show it to him. The amazing thing you found searching the second floor room. I was about to say, because I was like, the paper, he didn't find that. I found that. There's no way that would be a thing. Okay. I'm back to 100% clout. I'm not afraid, not worried. I'm thriving. I'm moisturized. I'm in my lane. The amazing thing you found searching the second floor room. Amazing thing? I don't know anything about that. Meow. What'd you say? Rico, you got a fine attitude, but see here. It ain't right to go and spout lies to protect people, alright? No, I tell you, I'm not lying. Somebody's gotta die in this place. Maybe it'll be you. Hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. I like that. Woof. Big sis Rico. We need to spur on Jin. Gently admonish him. Jin, tell the truth and stick up for Rico. Don't you feel bad seeing her be insulted? I do, meow, but... What a cowardly kid, you call yourself a man? Ooh. 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 No. Just wants me to save. Affirm, deny, affirm. Wait, what is this? What's happening? The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. I need to swing the needle to either side, or his balance will never collapse. Want an explanation? Yes, I do. Both speakers will give statements at the same time. By affirming or denying one party's opinion, you can change their views. Both speakers will give statements. If all goes well, the balance will shift, and you can advance to the next dialogue. Note that there's no time limit, but there's a limit to the number of selections you can make. Deny. No, I'll lend a hand. I won't let you do as you please, Kitaro. That's just being overbearing, Sarah. No good. Nobody's gonna lend a hand. I mean... Nobody's gonna lend a hand if there's not. Okay, affirm. Kitaro's right. Jin, please say something. It doesn't matter what. But I mean... Okay, I assume I gotta deny this. I didn't see anything, meow. Oh, really? So was everything Rico said a lie? No, meow. But I didn't... Deny again. Big Sis Rico's got it wrong, woof. She didn't get anything wrong. Jin, why are you being stubborn about this? I just don't want to believe this thing, woof. Woof. I don't want to show that thing and make everyone worry, meow. Make us worry. Are you yeah. Jin, are you trying to protect someone? How'd you know, woof? This is good. This is good picture. I thought so. I believe you, Jin. Whatever strange thing you present, I'll handle it. Okay, meow. Seeing Big Sis Rico getting yelled at by the muscle gorilla really ticked me off, meow. Just so you know, I take gorilla as a compliment. Oof, I believe you too, Big Sis Sarah. Yeah. So, I was trying to put together the paper scraps from the shredder thingy on the second floor, meow. But then, woof, taking a look in there, I noticed some hand-torn paper too, meow. And there, woof, it said that Big Sis Sarah was a murderer. Huh? What? What are you on about? Kitaro, please don't shout. But what's the meaning of this? I need to get more details. The hell are you talking about, Jin? There was a torn paper in the shredder, and it said Big Sis Sarah was a murderer. But I believe in Big Sis Sarah. Wolf. Should I ask first? Was it handwritten? This letter, whatever it was. Oh, bang the mic there. My bad. Or whatever it was it handwritten? I think so. Meow. I wonder, should I have him add that info to the statement? Yes. So that's important, Wolf? Got it. Meow. I'll state it loud and clear. Wolf. The letter saying Big Sis Sarah is a murderer was handwritten. Meow. Who would write this? Meow. Wolf. I know you couldn't do that, Big Sis Sarah. Should I ask him something again? Was it a letter to someone? Let's see. This letter, or whatever it was it addressed to someone else? So... Let me think. Yeah, it felt sort of like a list, so it didn't seem like a message, meow. Huh. I'm sure I had this... Yeah, add it all. So that's important, Wolf? Got it, meow. State it loud and clear, Wolf. I wonder if he can just add everything to it. So is it just gonna keep building? Okay, yeah, it does. Okay. The letter saying Big Sis Sarah is a murderer was like an itemized list, meow. Didn't seem like a message, Wolf. Oh, wait, no, it didn't store the handwritten part. Oh, but why was that there, meow? I don't get it, Wolf. Should I ask him? Do you have a little, if you have the extra letter on you, could you show it to me? Oh, yeah, I have it, meow. Look at it, Wolf. Oh. It's the other half of the paper. What's this? It feels familiar. What to do? Should I have him add that info to the statement? Oh, I already see it. I already see it. So it's the other half. This is the half goes with what I have. Because the high school teacher is going to go with, the Mishima guy, I believe was his name. Right? I'm thinking. Should I have him? Yeah. So that's important, Wolf. Got it, meow. I'll state it loud and clear, Wolf. Letter saying Big Sis Sarah's a murderer. I've got it with me. Sure enough, it's written right here that she is, Wolf. Want to see it again? I do. Can I see this? I don't think I can look at the paper, though. But I think I can do this. Yeah, see, I'm back. I'm back, dude. I'm so back. I figured out what I can do. All I had to do was make a couple mistakes there at the beginning. Everything is fine. Everything is great. Sorry, I thought I got an important notification on my phone, but it was not important. What is it, Meow? Take a look at this. It's a piece of paper I picked up. Meow. This looks just like the one you have, right? This is Jin's. Similar, Wolf. Totally the same, Wolf. If you notice, the fact that Kitaro's listed as a high school teacher is weird, too. Look at this. If you remove the left half and connect it to the piece I have. Meow! They connected. They connected. Woof. Tear matched up perfectly. Why is that? They were torn in a stack. Alice, murderer. They were torn in a stack. That's it. Multiple sheets were torn all at once. If you took these sheets and stacked them like this, and then tore it, it would produce these results. In other words, there are at least 2 of these sheets stacked together. Is that it, Wolf? Since they fit together so cleanly, of course misunderstandings would happen. Yay, thank goodness, meow. But, you know, what are these sheets in the first place? They are creepy, aren't they? The professor's name is on here, and even some people I don't know. And whatever could the percentages on the side be? Anyway, I proved I was useful for exploring, meow. And now I'm glad that big sis Sarah wasn't a murderer after. Huh? Then who is a murderer, meow? As far as this shows, that would be me. Alice Yabusame. It would be whoever Alice Yabusame is. Yabusame? That sounds kind of familiar, meow. There's only one person here with the last name Yabusame. I don't know. Who has the last name? Please identify. Who has the last name of that? I didn't keep track of. I'm so. It wasn't Kana, was it? Is it Kana's sister? Because that would make sense. Someone here with the last name would probably have come in here with someone who shared the last name, right? And of the characters that we know that are related, it's probably Kana then. Because we know that she was talking about she was with her sister. I'm probably wrong. My deduction's probably... Yeah, let's go with that. No, Kana. Oh, her name is Kizuchi. See, my memory is so bad. There's no way. It uses a lot of kanji, so it kind of sticks out in the mind. Okay, well, take the hit on the clout. It wasn't Kyutaro. Wasn't his name like Burger or something? Kyutaro Burger. Just saying things. Though, fuck. Well, it wouldn't be him because he is, he would have been like, oh, I recognize that name. I mean, and it's not Gonbi because we only know him as Gonbi. I don't think we know much about them. I don't think it's her. It's not Joe. It is her, right? Right? Yeah, okay. I'm fine. Second guess. Honestly, I thought it was sound logic for me picking her, but then I do remember that literally probably 15 minutes ago we went over her last name, and that's on me. But it's whatever. Clout is back to 100. It's fine. Rico, as I recall, you're Rico Yabusame, aren't you? Ugh. Yeah, I'm Riko Yabasame. And so what? Just coincidence, right? I don't know anybody with that name. Uh-huh. Sarah, what do you think? Riko's probably an alias, isn't it? Riko might be an alias. Hold on a sec. In the bar on the blackboard, I saw a list of people who could drink and couldn't. And it said both Riko and Alice. Come to think of it, when I was searching, I found some chalk on the floor. So, it's not impossible it was changed. You got it wrong, it's not me. Besides, handwritten piece of paper? Anyone can make those, right? If they had a pen, sure. Ugh. Big Sis Riko can't be a murderer, woof. Then, should we call it a relative's name? I remembered. My brother. It's my brother's name. Alice is your brother, not your sister. Even your excuses are becoming illogical. It ain't an excuse. Riko, tell the truth. Believe me, Riko? Sarah, help me. Oh, this is tough. Am I really meant to say nothing here? Sarah. Damn it. Wait! Wait! It's me! I'm Alice, okay? What? Huh? Huh? I'm Alice, I'm telling you. Riko did nothing wrong, it's a misunderstanding. Listen, we're in the middle of a serious discussion right now. And I'm being serious too. Riko's my little sister. You for real? Couldn't hide it, huh? This guy's real name is Alice Yabasame. He's my older brother. Then, the murderer... It's me. Is me. I lied about being a thief. I went to prison for killing someone. Isn't this guy some serious bad news? Yes, that's right. Indeed, I am a damned criminal. And Riko cut me off as well, saying to never show her my mug again. And yet, it's not even funny to think I'd reunite in this place. Me and him are total strangers at this point. I didn't want Kana and the rest being scared of me because of this guy. So when he woke up, I told him to hide our relation. Right after you went to look for Nao. So that's it? I'm a simple murderer. But Riko is different. She's a good and proper person. That's all I wanted to say. Damn it all. So you deny any connection with the kidnappers? Right. Why I was brought here? I still don't know. Says I can't expect trust or anything else, can I? It's just the ramblings of a killer. Despite us talking about Jin, we got some unexpected information here. There's still many more points of interest, but there's no time. I want to hear Nao's justification soon enough. What do you think? Eh? Me? That's fine, right, Miss Sarah? We don't have time to resolve every question. Other than Riko and Alice, what has me curious is... other than Riko and Alice. The names and occupations. Megumi Sasahara, detective. Keiji? What a surprise. Didn't think there'd be another detective here besides everyone's favorite. As always, Keiji seems to be insisting that he's a detective too. And I have no proof to deny it. No helping it. We should move to the next topic. Well then, Miss Nao, please, give us your justification. I see a lot that's illogical about Nao's actions. Illogical, eh? Aren't you curious what she was up to in the kitchen, holding the box with Mishima? Tell me what you're doing then, Miss Nao. Because of the body collection announcement, I went into a panic. I took the box and just sat and hid in the kitchen. I didn't even touch anything in the room. I know I troubled you all a lot, but I didn't want to lose him. After everyone else, I inspected the kitchen and found no signs of any trickery. Perhaps she truly was just hiding. I see a lot that's illogical about Neo's actions. Aren't you curious about what she's doing in that room? I wonder if she really was just hiding. This house seems to want to imply something. I took the box and just sat and hid in the kitchen. Didn't even touch anything in the room. Sitting in the dark, I asked him questions again and again, even though I wouldn't get an answer. After everyone else, I inspected the kitchen and found no signs of any trickery. Miss Sarah, you searched before me, so you should be aware of this as well. I'm gonna try this. Huh. Shouldn't you be questioning Miss Nao? Okay. Alright, I was a no. Huh. If it did come down to an item thing, do I present the long narrow box again? And since the knife is gone? I took the box and just sat and hid in the kitchen. Wait, she said, what'd she say there? I didn't even touch anything in the room. Yeah, look at me go, baby. Oh, we're stuck, baby. Okay, did you really not touch anything? See, dude, now I'm feeling confident. See, before didn't know what I was doing. Thought like I was throwing everything against the wall. Nah, man, we're back on this. We're back on it. Huh? Kitchen had been locked until then. And after he left Nao, we obtained this long, narrow box. There was nothing inside. Only Nao could have taken the knife out of it. I don't know anything about that. Hold on. When and how did Nao find the key to the kitchen anyway? It was open. Eh? The kitchen door was unlocked at the time. So I ran in and locked it from the inside. Somebody else went in first, meow. That's who took the knife, woof. First, I carried Alice over to the pink room. At that time, someone dug through the kitchen, took the knife, and left. Finally, Nao went into the kitchen with the box and locked herself in. Does the timing work out? Maybe that's logical. Super sketchy, though. It's not sketchy in the least. I'll tell you anything. Well then, Miss Nao, tell us what you were doing in the kitchen. Progress. The whole time I just sat and held the box. I didn't move an inch. Well, guess we'll just have to break the ice, Sarah. Yeah, I need to ask her about that. The whole time I just sat and held the box. I didn't move an inch. Sitting in the dark, I asked him questions again and again, even though I wouldn't get an answer. Well, guess we'll just have to break the ice, Sarah. If she never let it go, then wonder why the box is empty. We'll just have to ask her. Do I need a... So you're lying, huh? Now? What? There was nothing in the box. Nothing at all? What? That can't be right. It's true now. What's that? I don't know anything. Professor was with me the whole time. Where did he go? Is this an act? No, ain't that kind of gal. There's gotta be a reason it vanished. The mystery of the vanishing head. If Nao is just acting, then... Can't really put together why she'd need to lie to us here. What's going on? I don't understand. I certainly lost sight of myself, but I've done nothing suspicious, and I don't know why it disappeared. Nao respected Professor Mishima. Maybe her shock was so great that she unconsciously did something strange. Must have gotten swapped at some point with another box kidnappers prepared. The contents of the box warped, meow, like a dimensional teleporter thing. Woof. Miss Nail being manipulated by the kidnappers. Is that a possibility? Is there no good lead? Alright, there's a lot going on already. Did something strange. Well, I can definitely say with certainty the contents probably didn't warp. Jin is on something kooky right now. Nail respect Professor Mishima. Maybe her shock was so great that she unconsciously did something strange. It's not like we always act in the most logical way, right? This is after that awful vote. If I felt what Nail felt, I'd... If you felt like Nail... What would you do? Joe, if it had been you who had lost someone precious in that vote, what would you do? If it were me? Rather than grieve, I might just snap. Snap? Like, who the hell voted for Sarah? I look for the culprit on the spot. Of course, I know full well it was Miley to blame, but I might just take my anger out on everybody else. That's what I mean. You don't always follow logic. Yeah, maybe so. If someone else killed them, anger would be a natural response. Miss Nail being manipulated by kidnappers. Is that a possibility? Maybe she was on the kidnapper's side to start, or maybe brainwashed or something. Doubting doesn't feel good, does it? You're no help. Contents of the box warped, meow. Like a dimensional teleporter thing, woof. This place must be a hyper-advanced mansion, meow. Jin. Big Sis Nail isn't a bad person, meow. Do something, woof. I certainly lost sight of myself, but I've done nothing suspicious, and I don't know why it disappeared. To me, Professor Mishima was a very, very important figure. Losing Professor Mishima in the vote. Were you angry? Not so much angry, I was sad. It was so depressing and painful, I didn't want to believe it was reality. You were sad? Yes, you'd understand, right, Sarah? Wasn't she curious about who voted for Professor Mishima? Must have gone swapped at some point with another box of kidnappers prepared. I mean, this place is full of crap like that. Kitchen was pitch black. Got swapped in the dark when she wouldn't notice. No. No. I'd get pissed and try to find the culprit. I think it's these two. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now, I'm a little curious. Oh, I always gotta click in the box. Huh? Maybe I've just got a rough disposition, but why didn't you think about looking for the culprit? I mean, it wasn't an accident. It's because of the votes that such a terrible thing happened to someone you deeply respected. Ain't it more natural to get angry? I don't think so at all. Since I knew no one's votes had any ill will. Maybe you didn't respect him. What are you? Maybe Miss Nail and Professor Mishima didn't have any bond at all. Then I could understand her mindset, not seeking out the culprit. How awful. You're awful, just awful. I truly did. Sarah, what do you think? I think those two seem to have a great relationship. Can't point to some logical proof. There's just something about it. Nail being that distraught couldn't be an act. And yes, there must be some reason for the professor's disappearing head. The collar. Suppose Miss Nail didn't stick Professor Mishima in the box out of affection for him. Rather, maybe her objective was to retrieve the collar on his neck. In other words, oh dude, retrieving the collar from someone who's already dead? That reminds me in 999. Spoilers for 999. Possible spoilers for 999. A great game. When the first guy dies, I forget how crucial of a plot point it is at where, but it might be later on in the game, so that's why spoilers, but it might be early game. It's been forever since I played 999. But basically when that first guy dies, then they take the bad guys. There, I'm keeping it kind of vague. The bad guys take his bracelet to use as the 9 thing. It's not gonna make any sense unless you played 999 as well. But like part of the whole thing is like, oh, the number 9 bracelet's super powerful that guy had. I did a terrible job at spoiling, so maybe you didn't have to worry if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Play 999. In other words, information that Miley failed to retrieve. You trying to say Nail collected the collar in place of the kidnappers? Dunno. However, I should note, your friendly policeman wasn't able to investigate the collar because Nail was there. Hey, you being serious? What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know anything. Please just stop it. Then tell us, why didn't you carry the culprit was after the vote? Because Professor Mishima was killed by the people who voted for him. You stop right there, Joe. Stop it. Don't say another word. I'm begging you. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. What? I overheard all of it. It was just before the vote. Mishima said something quiet enough that only somebody really close could hear. What was his voice? What did I do? Miss Nail! Miss Nail! This is something weird. I gave him like that kind of weird voice or something. I instantly forgot it because I was like, oh, I'll never have to do his voice again. Let us vote for each other, Miss Nail. He said that? Thinking the vote was just a test. I'm sure Nail voted for Mishima like he asked. But Mishima voted for himself. To protect his student, just in case. That's why Nail didn't look for the culprit. Don't bring up any ill will crap, because it doesn't matter. His death was an accident. Nail. I hadn't voted for him. I'm sorry, Nail. All this time I've been thinking, whoever voted for another person must have had bad intentions. Just because I voted for myself. What? Wait, Joe, you voted for yourself? Huh? Yeah. So, didn't you tell me you voted for Joe? No way. I didn't say anything like that. Alright, so is just a habitual liar. I'm going to take him by a scarf and I'm going to choke him out. I'm going to choke him right here in front of everyone and these hourglasses. It'll be a sight to see. What's this about, so? Don't worry about it, everybody. Miss Sarah asked me who I voted for, so I just told her whatever. She's so diligent, she must have taken it seriously. This guy, he's a huge liar. So, ultimately, are we just gonna ignore the missing head? It's still a big mystery, but seems like Nail did nothing wrong, at least. Maybe Rico had the right idea, and it got swapped out at some point. Just discussing is pointless, Woof. Let's talk about that gorilla next, meow. For real? You okay ignoring it, Sarah? The disappearing head. What happens if... I'm still curious. Seems only Miss Sarah has any sense. Hey guys, you're never gonna solve anything like this. But I think it's wonderful you can trust each other this much after just meeting, you know? But well, bad people always feign ignorance. You trying to say Nail's a bad person? I just remembered something. That Miss Nail is the one who attacked me. What? That was a close one. If I hadn't remembered that, she could have gotten away clean. Is this true? Or a lie? Well, here's the thing. If I didn't catch him in 2 lies already, at least, I would be maybe more willing to question Nao. But I'm gonna say, shut the fuck up. Don't get in the way, Sarah. Ugh. I'll hear out anything, Miss Nao. Now's your only chance to tell the truth. If we're going to argue until one of us loses trust, I'll have to do my best, too. Tell me, do you have that courage? I did hit, so. For real? You're joking, right? Why, Nao? I was threatened. But by who? Kai. Yes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. So, Kai threatened me to strike So in the head. Okay, explain yourself, Kai. He does not want to explain himself. Kai threatened me to strike So in the head. After the body collection announcement, I ran with the box to cafeteria where suddenly Kai pulled me by the hand and pushed me into the kitchen. Remain quiet. If you hide here, you won't be found. Okay. Kai protected me. It's quite admirable of you to stand up to the kidnappers, Miss Now. Now? Please, don't tell anyone about this. Once Kai knew the situation, he made me a proposal. Well then, Miss Now, would you indulge a request of mine? What kind of request? That is enough. Don't be a wet blanket. We're just getting to the good part. I'm astonished you would tell such a lie, Miss Now. It's not a lie. Kai, you deny threatening her? Indeed. If she had been threatened, she would surely tell all at the start. For Miss Nail has no reason to defend me. It is quite different from when Alice stood up for Miss Rico. Awful, you're awful, Kai. Oh, here we go. The discussion stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. Miss Nail, you are attempting to drag in as many others as you can. You're wrong! Fuck. I cannot entertain these lies, or I couldn't open the kitchen. I would assume it's gotta be one of these. Because this is such a statement that you could affirm or deny. Like Nao says, she couldn't open the door of the kitchen. And neither could I. In fact, the kitchen key was beyond the iron bars on the second floor, yes? I did not go to the second floor. How do you explain the key's presence there? Key was thrown. Throwing a key? What if it hits someone? Is that the issue? My diligence is betraying me. Alright, I'm gonna affirm this. It certainly could. With your own lock-picking skills, Kai? My proficiency is cooking. Do you have proof I can pick a lock? I don't. Alright, so I'm inconceivable. Kai, can you pick a lock? I cannot, so it would be impossible. Ah, you can't? Can't upset the bounce. Let's start over. Oh, what the fuck? Huh? Like Nao says, she couldn't open the door to the kitchen. And neither could I. In fact, the kitchen key was beyond the iron bars on the second floor, yes? I did not go to the second floor. How do you explain the key's presence there? This is his statement, right? It has to be. That's it. There were iron bars just up the stairs from the first floor. The key was thrown through the gaps. Is that so? I understand. However, supposing I guided Miss Nao to the kitchen, do you believe I could threaten her? I need a weakness to threaten her. Or... This one I feel like I'm even slightly more blindly picking. I would need a weakness to threaten with, or it's strange to protect me out of goodwill. Or I'm sitting on the screen long enough where I'm questioning which statement goes to which person, and even which deny and affirm goes to which person, because I'm looking at these two, and then I'm looking at these two, and then I'm looking at these two, and then I'm looking at these two. I'm pretty sure deny and affirm go here with this statement. So these are all his, Kai's, and these are all hers. But I'm starting to question myself. Stare at something long enough and you'll wonder if you're just going insane. Exactly. If you took advantage of her weakness, namely the professor's head, would Miss Nail hit a person with all her might just because of that? I need a little more proof. If she wasn't threatened, why would Nail hit Sao? I would love to know that myself. Ugh, no good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it's one of these denies then. Deny. No, Kai has a good heart and wants to help those in need. The same Kai who's troubling me now? Oh, okay. Fucking hell. Okay, I remember these though. At least it's not huge punishment for getting these wrong. Key was thrown. Affirm. No, if you had the kitchen knife, you would be able to threaten her. Oh. And let us suppose I could indeed. Why would I have missed Neo attack so? Maybe there was some conflict between Kai and So. There is nothing. Can't prove it. Wrong. You had Neo do it because there was a chance So would see your face. And that is why I'm being suspected now. If I had done it, I would surely be most prudent not let my face be seen. Is she just saying that in hindsight? That's true. Wouldn't it be better to hit him yourself? Indeed, as I have greater arm strength. No! Fuck! I'm just picking, dude. Alright, couldn't open the kitchen. Affirm. Through the key. Affirm. Oh, wait, no. It's deny. I picked the wrong one there. Maybe there was some conflict between Kai and So. There's nothing. Oh, wait, I'm so... Oh, I picked... Oh. There wasn't anything deep enough for resentment, which meant he had an objective not tied to So. Wait. There wasn't anything deep enough for resentment, which meant he had an objective not tied to So. If you insist that's the case, what objective could I have had? Oh, this is tough. Also, I'm gonna blame this partly on just my... I mean, I'll come out and say it. My poor reading comprehension skills. It's almost like the same principle of, like, reading, like, a double negative and getting, like, caught up and tripped up by stuff like that. Because you have one statement and you're like, okay, deny, affirm, it's not the exact same thing. Maybe I'm not going to make sense what I'm trying to say, but, like, you know, you just go like, is that applied to... How is it saying that it applies? Denying, affirming? What do those words mean? What are words? Affirm. So you admit it, Kai? Oh, what are you referring to? Kai, you wanted to steal the laptop so had. Alright, God, get me out of there. Get me out! I remember now. Kai said he'd defend me on the condition that I received the laptop. Well, you could have said that a lot earlier, Nao. That would have been helpful. You ought to remember the important part first. She lost herself enough to knock a dude out. Of course her memory's gonna be fuzzy. I'm sorry, but now I remember it clearly. Do you understand, Miss Nao? Oh, that's creepy. Please retrieve the laptop from So in the hidden room. There's the knife. I can't. If he sees me, he'll call for Sarah. Then you may borrow my frying pan. Approach from behind. Understand? Do not worry. Your strength is such that even a forceful whack with this will not kill. But if you refuse, I will hand this key to someone else. That's... Please, Miss Nao. I'm not the only one who will be in trouble if I do not get that laptop. Miss Sarah will be as well. Sarah? But that was a lie. That was all a lie, wasn't it? Kai didn't keep his promise. Kai must be the one who took the professor away. Might not necessarily be a lie, actually. Huh? Laptop is password locked. Considering that, why do you think Kai would be so serious about taking it? Because... he had a way to bypass it. Could that be done with some special device? Well, there's nothing like that here, so... It's actually a much more laughable reason. Password was easily guessable. Wait, if you know that, you unlocked it? Of course! What? Didn't you say you couldn't see anything? Yeah, but that was a lie. All I do is lie, apparently. Another lie. See? Password? Was Shidoin. Huh? It's Shidoin! What a bizarre lie. Sorry to say, but it's true. I tried typing in everyone's names. And my last attempt was trustworthy Miss Sarah's last name, Shidoin. Imagine my shock. I've never seen a laptop in my life. Of course I know this isn't your laptop, Miss Sarah. Then, it's Kai's, isn't it? You read the emails? So, you admit it. What in the world is this? I wanted to read them all. If only Miss Nao hadn't whacked me. Ugh. Well now, what did they say? I remember them well. Whoa, this music's going intense. As planned, 17 people have been secured. That's what it said. Among the emails on Kai's laptops was one saying, as planned, 17 people have been secured. I was able to read 4 emails, all of them sent from Kai to some other person. Though all the addresses were different, nonsense addresses that seemed like codes. I'm guessing that was a security measure to hide who they were being sent to. I'll recount them starting from the oldest, okay? First email. As planned, 17 people have been secured. Just in case, is there no error in the data of the death game? Date? Is there no error in the date of the death game? Everything is proceeding smoothly. Second email. I feel a deep affection for Miss Sarah as well. I'll certainly protect her. I'm prepared to offer myself up for the Chidoans. Third email. It's about time. If any harm comes to Sarah Chidoan, I will stand against you, even as an enemy. Fourth email. Miss Sarah is looking forward to the games. Surely her friend will also take part. And that's what they said. What in the world? Death game? You gotta be shitting me. Clearly he's talking about this. Kai, this gotta be wrong, right? You can't be with the kidnappers, yeah? Well now, were the apron scoundrel and Sarah Chidoan acquainted? I wouldn't say acquainted. Kai is the man who stalked me. You don't think the friend is Joe? Eh? Me? I inferred that much myself. It's the fact that Kai knew about this death game. He's with the kidnappers. And more terrifying yet, Miss Sarah and Joe are with them too. How dare you? How dare you say that? If we were the kidnappers, obviously we wouldn't do that dangerous trial. Can't even trust the contents of this email to start with. What if So is just making up as he goes? So his opinion catches on like this, we'll be in danger. Miss Sarah and Joe are with the kidnappers too. You can gather as much from the emails. And then all this, like the emails. See? Do we have to just conflict this? Huh? So you won't admit it? Obviously! We nearly died in the first trial too! Yes, that's right. Something that terrifying. There's no point in doing it yourself, is there? Did you really do the trial? Can't prove it, can you? Cannot prove yourself either. Though if we had the laptop here, your lies would be exposed as well. Even after your threat was exposed, you're still staying stubborn, eh? For argument's sake, I might accept Kai as a bad guy, but I can't get those two being our enemies. Eh? Back in Russian roulette with Sarah and Joe being there, that got us through safe. Big sis Sarah got me out of the cage, meow. You look weak, but you're really cheeky, wolf. Hold on a second. That isn't what... Just making sure here. But you didn't read the emails wrong, did you? Huh? How strange. What's the matter, everybody? Think calmly now. Look, Kai and Neo's actions are proven. Neo hit me, made a big bump even. Doubting me now, it's illogical. This is just weird. Why does everybody believe Miss Sarah? How pitiful. Seems the difference in trust between you is the difference between heaven and earth. What the hell? Open your eyes, everybody. I'm telling you what's right. See, at this point, you gotta go like, no. You've burned me so many times. Think I'm an idiot? Think I'm an idiot? Huh? So, you're a liar. Actions and behavior are what build trust. No one will believe the words of a liar. So would you please shut up? Damn. Schooled him. Enough. Whoa! Whoa, what is this? Music. I kind of just want to sit on this and just... Okay. Amazing, Miss Sarah. You're a prodigy at seizing people's hearts. Shameful, the rest of you. The riffraff. Don't you value your lives? Don't you doubt when others are kind? Do you not even have brains to think for yourselves? Death is just a matter of time for you. That's the way weaklings live. What the hell's happened to you? I've given up on all you incompetents. Worthless, every one of you. The loner snapped, meow. I'm scared, wolf. I can't count on any of you anymore. Miss Sarah, let's talk it out ourselves. This is the fastest way. What's happening? What is happening? Oh. Oh! Whoa, Kai is with the kidnappers? He even asked the date of the death game. Hold on, you're wrong. Where's your proof that I'm definitely with them? I think it can be inferred from the emails. So that's all it is? A conjecture? I see. So, earlier you said that they were all sent to different email addresses. What about it? I mean, saying they all went to one person is just your own assumption. I'm pretty confident in it myself, though I suppose there's no proof. Well, I'm just claiming it anyway. But to Kai, they're not as important as Miss Sarah. I understand how Kai is suspicious. Even suspicion of me is inevitable, but suspecting the three of us as a group isn't right. You're just presenting this in a manipulative way. Jeez, it's a sharp remark. Well, I'll say it like this for you. I didn't even imagine Joe would be involved. Got him entranced by the music right now. 12, 11. Her friends will... Please, stop talking as if I'm enjoying the death game or something. That you were looking forward to is why you're participating now, right? Don't joke with me. You're just reading the emails with a malicious intent. I want to defeat these villains, so of course I'm going to take it seriously. What a loathsome individual. That's a failure. $17 secured. Add 3 to Max's list and bar. Of course I will. Isn't this all conjecture anyway? What's that? You provide some proof. You provide some proof too, so prove those emails were there. Funny you say that after you guys stole it. So unfortunately, I don't have proof. Then we're in the same situation. I'm denying those emails. Did I win? I'm exhausted. I feel kind of sick. I think I refuted nearly all his remarks. And yet, why? Why is this air of swirling suspicion? We only damaged our own trust. Get a grip, everybody. Doubting Sarah just isn't right. You want us all to be killed off? Hey, what do you think would be worse for you? If a guy like me with no trust were a traitor? No, that can't be it. It'd be if Miss Sarah was your enemy, right? Now see here. Yes, your attention, please. Sorry to intrude while you're getting all fired up. It's nearly time for the preliminary vote. What? Oh, wait, at a time like this? How do we do? We got no conclusions. How are we gonna make a vote without regrets? What can I say now? I mean, the moment I claim I'm the keymaster, then they're just gonna it's either gonna make me seem suspicious. I have to say it though. Everyone, I'm the keymaster. Please don't forget about that. Coming in right at the end. Of course, I'm the real keymaster. Really are a slippery one. No, that's you. So, I won't be beaten by you. Let's do the vote already. And now, it's your turn to die, Miss Sarah. Title drop. Please choose who to vote for. What? Am I supposed to vote for anyone other than So? I mean, fuck him. I'll vote for him just because I hate him. Just like how we do in the in Odd One Out. Vote out the annoying person. Yeah. No, I mean, why would I not vote for any? I mean, people are going to vote for probably me. This is the preliminary vote, right? It's going to take the top 5 people. The thing is, I have to vote for someone because there's a potential I'll just get voted in. I need to drag someone in with me, you know? It's going to be really bad if everyone voted for me and then me just for So. All votes have been received. Displaying results. Aww. Bitch. No, who voted for Kana? Damn. All right, an interesting 5. I'll give him that. That's an interesting group of 5. So what, we have 20 minutes after this then? Fear is welling up inside me. What do you think of the results? 5 will proceed to the final vote. Kana Kizuchi. Kai Sato, however. Joe Tazuna. Why? Why me? He's the only one who's complaining. So Hiyori. I see. Sarah Chidoin. Gonna kill all these people. will die. One of us 5 will, with certainty. Don't want to die. Am I safe? You're kidding. Me too? Woo-hoo. Dumbass says it's the next part that's seriously bad. Our votes will decide our fates. Do we have to choose? Big says Sarah. Why me? I've tried so hard. And not just for myself. It was so everyone could escape. So why? I don't want to die. I don't... Get a grip, Sarah. I mean... Hey now, Sarah. Your friendly policeman's with you. Kenji? Listen, everybody. We need to narrow it down down to just one person. Forget your sympathy and your grudges. Just remember the roles. If we chose the Keymaster sacrifice, we all die. Yes, indeed. We're far from safe at all. Absolutely. Oh, hey. Is one of us a sage? If we've got a sage on our side, they'll know who's the Keymaster. That's why part of me think, well, no, because... See, this makes me want to say that So is the sage, right? No, but then why would he be lying so hard? Why would he be pushing so hard to lie if he was the sage? Fuck. Don't tell me there isn't, meow. That's the worst. So it's one of the 5? Nothing to be done. There's only one course of action. Have the 5 prove it with words. Isn't that right, Sarah? With my... All I have is this. Exactly. I'll prove to you who the real Keymaster is. Good. Remember people's words and actions in discussion. It's where the path to victory lies. Final round. The final 20 minutes. Please use this endlessly short time effectively. I'll be praying you don't all perish. Miley quietly sat in the chair again. The final battle begins. Alright, what do you have to say? Alright, let's not be hasty. Anyone want to confess the role? Go ahead. I mean, we have to choose this. That's all that's there. Okie dokie. If anyone wants to confess the role of their card, let's go in order. I have nothing to say. Kana? I have little to say myself. You're free to imagine what you wish. I'm the Keymaster. I'm the one who's been saying it from the start. Honestly, this beanie sack of shit can't be trusted. Makes my blood run cold. Huh. I'll believe in So, and whoever tries to protect him is the sage. That's where we ought to aim. What the hell, Alice? What the hell? Why aim for the sage, woof? The sage can divine, but if they're outed, it's over. Wait, is that what it is? The sage can divine, but if they're outed, it's over. Like, oh, if that's the sage, I can vote for him. The sage can divine, but if they're outed, it's over. Oh. Because I guess you could just vote for the sage, because you know then. That's a devilish way of doing this then. Because, okay, I see what it's saying. So if you, because at this point you only have to vote out one person to die, like to kill. And if someone says, hey, I'm the sage and this person's a Keymaster, then you'd be like, oh, you're the sage? Okay, I'll kill you. Because then they'll die and maybe they weren't the sage. But if they were the sage and you kill them, then everyone else is still going to be safe. And then the sacrifice will die as well along with them. And maybe they were the sacrifice. Well, that'd be great. No, because then if they were the sacrifice and they were picked, then they would actually live. Oh, that's devilish. Oh, that's devilish. Oh! It's like devilishly cyclical, you know? Damn. I had to take off my hat. I need to let the top of my head breathe. Okay, the sage can divine. Okay, sure. So the sage can't confess? Yeah. Hey, yeah. Kana really wants to die. Wouldn't she say I'm the sage? Oh, and so that's why they think the sage is probably one of us 5 then, right? Because if we're up for elimination, then of course we wouldn't want to say we're the sage. But if you're outside of the 5, then you're safe to say you're the sage then. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If Kana really wants to die, wouldn't she say I'm the sage? Also, the sacrifice gets to vote twice, right? Is the sacrifice someone who received 2 votes? This is hard, meow. Don't want to massacre. Wolf. Who got 2 votes? Who got 2 votes and is in this 5 then? I got 2 votes, I believe. But obviously it wasn't me. Because I know what I voted. And I know I'm the keymaster. Everyone got at least 2 votes, right? And then one person got 3 votes, I believe. It was 2, 2, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 6, 3. No. That's not enough. There's, between everyone, there's 11 votes. So it went 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. No. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. Yeah. I believe everyone got 2 votes except for So, I think got 3 if I'm remembering correctly. Know what would be really twisted is if So was the sacrifice and he's being shifty as hell because he wants people to kill him off. There's that possibility. Because then all it would take is for him to vote for himself, and that's 2 of the votes. And then my vote towards him was 3, right? That technically makes sense. And if you're the sacrifice and you really want to win, you just start acting shifty as hell, say some blatantly open lies, get people riled up at you. Maybe this is his plan. This is hard, meow. Don't want to massacre, Wolf. Joe, you're not talking. What's your role? Uh-huh. Who cares? Okay, then. And Sarah, you're the keymaster? Yes. Okay, that's all our statements. Let's give this some real focus, everybody. Oh yeah, Sarah, if you want to review the rules, ask me anytime. Though, we don't have much time. Here's what it says. Yes. If the keymaster is chosen as a victim, everybody perishes. Yes. If the sacrifice is the victim, the sacrifice wins. But So is trying to claim himself as the keymaster. So then that would make you seem like you don't want to be picked, unless you really blazingly lie. So to the point where everyone knows you're lying and then try to get picked, and then you're like, haha, I was the fucking sacrifice. So I don't know what his endgame is. What is So's endgame? If the victim is a commoner or the sage, everybody's safe. Well, though the chosen person and the sacrifice die, of course. That's not the long and short of it. It's all in the rulebook. When selecting items, you can sometimes view a second page. It's giving me that second page prompt again. Interesting. Okay. Also, another interesting fact. We had 11 people. We lost the teacher, Mishima. We're down to 10. By the end of this, assuming things go like they probably should go, we're going to be down to 8 people already. We'll have lost 3 people already. 3 people that we know. Of course, we apparently lost her sister. Things of that nature. things of that nature. My role? Who cares? Don't give me that look, Sarah. Why don't you want to say? Me saying something now is just suspicious, right? That's why I ain't gonna say it. I don't think it really changed the statement, but have him at it. Joe, add what you just said. Huh? I'm just saying the same thing. No, you said something slightly different. Whatever I say, it'll be the same. Whatever I say now, it'll be the same. That seems like some kind of hint. Whatever I say now, it'll still be the same. Is he the sage then? Is that what it's maybe leading towards? Because then... does he secretly know that I'm the Keymaster, but he doesn't want to say it? And is he saying that, oh, it won't change anything because I already was defending you? That's the only thing I can think. I have nothing to say. There's nothing to speak about. Please, Kana, anything. Give me information. I'm sorry. We don't have time. If Kana really wants to die, wouldn't she say I'm the sage? The sage is the easiest one for us to vote for. If it can divine, you can identify him right away. So it's a mystery to me why Kana wouldn't just call herself the sage. I'm the Keymaster. I'm the one who's been saying it from the start. Got scary eyes, Sarah. Now might not be the time to bother with him. Alright, fuck him then. Honestly, that beanie sack of shit can't be trusted. It makes my blood run cold. I go with my heart more than any reason, than my reason. The beanie guy's bad news. Can't ask him about shit. The sacrifice gets to vote twice, right? Is the sacrifice someone who received 2 votes? I thought we could exclude anyone with 1 vote or less from being sacrificed, but everyone had 2 or more votes. I have rather little to say. You're free to imagine what you wish. I have 0 trust after the incident with So anything I say... Do you admit you're with the kidnappers? If I denied it, would you believe me? I'll check anyway. Do you deny it? Well now, I wonder. He's playing dumb. What meaning could this have? Am I on the side of the kidnappers? The answer is yet hidden in darkness. Confirming it is simply impossible, surely. This is hard, meow. Don't want to massacre, Wolf. Massacre has a bad sound to it, Wolf. Didn't you say the word first, Jin? No, Wolf. My parents would get mad if they heard me just use a word like that, meow. Then who told you? Who told it to you? Big Bro Joe said it before the preliminary vote, meow. If you pick Sarah, it'll be a massacre for sure. Huh? Is that why? I don't get it, but okay, Wolf. Big Bro Joe said it before the preliminary vote. If you pick Sarah, it'll be a massacre for sure. Oh, see? Yeah. Yep, he's got to be the sage. He's the sage. Oh my god. Massacre is a bad sound to it. Woof. Okay, so at this point, I think you have to do this and this. Because he's saying, why isn't Kana saying she's a sage? But it's Joe's the sage. But then is it going to be, would the right answer be versing them or versing them? Well, even so, whoever tries to protect him is the sage. That's where we ought to aim. When I think of those allying with So, it's pretty much just myself. Well, no more worry of being picked. What a show. What? That's fine, but... those allying with So, it's pretty much just myself. So why the hell would he be doing that, huh? Unless it was a case... could Alice somehow know That So is the sacrifice and wants the sacrifice to be picked. No, that doesn't make much sense. And then, like, I was thinking, like, oh, wants to get picked and then would be chosen to be free with So. But that doesn't make much sense, because if he's saying, vote to spies, perhaps we can get along. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Alright. Was something weird about my statement? Shoot, that was a mistake. Okay, so it's not these two. Let me make sure it's not these two then. Okay. I should have just gone for this. It was a much more obvious choice. Alright. Jin, could you tell me that again? Before the preliminary vote, Big Bro Joe said if you pick Sarah, it'll be a massacre. Wolf. Joe, what did you say about your role? Huh? Well, I said I wouldn't say it. You corrected who cares and I won't say. A role you won't say. It's like that, is it? Hold on a second, Sarah. There's no time. We shouldn't be arguing, right? Should I be saying this out loud? The outcomes that result in a massacre. In other words, everyone being killed. It's when either the Keymaster or the sacrifice is chosen as the victim. And there's only one role capable of identifying one of those, of identifying the Keymaster. Yes, a role that shouldn't be exposed. So don't say it out loud, Sarah. Will I expose it myself? Why would I say... You know what, Joe? Fuck you. You're the sage. Everyone vote for him. Let's go. No, I can't say it. Because if Joe is exposed to the sage, he'll be voted for. I can't. Can't do that. I get what you're trying to say. Keji? Please, wait. You're wrong. I just had it wrong, so... Joe was the sage, everybody. Ah. Oh, no. Joe saw Sarah was the Keymaster. That's why he was convinced of a massacre. Of course, it's just a strong possibility. But can you refute it? I guess I can't keep a secret after all. Joe, wait. This is awful. Why? But you aren't giving up yet, are you? Of course not. Everyone, you gotta promise me. What do you mean? I'm the sage. I did a divination, but I haven't clearly said what the result was. Because the sage can't lie about the results. I'm going to say who the Keymaster is. Okay, so it was what I thought, I think. If you come out as the sage, and you are the sage, and you're gonna say a name of who the Keymaster is, I think you can't lie. I think the rules are you can't lie. If you are the sage and you say you're the sage, and then you proceed to say an answer of who the Keymaster is, I don't think you're allowed to lie is the thing. In exchange, I want you to not vote for me. I'm on board. Now tell us their name. Their name is... Joe? Why do I feel so uneasy? Sarah, of course. Joe. Alright. Now we look for a sacrifice between So, Kana, and Kai. I'm the sage. Holy fuck. Meow? My reading was that So was the Keymaster. Oh, fuck. Well, wait. We know she's lying. For a second, I'm like, oh, shit. What? I was like, really? But then I'm like, wait. That doesn't make any sense. Because she can't. And by that rule, if she was the sage, she wouldn't be able to lie. So we know for 100% fact she's not the sage. Because, based on what I was saying just like 2 minutes ago, and what Joe had said, the rules state if you're a sage, and you come out that you're a sage, and you're going to come out with saying who the key master is, you can't lie about the key master result. You can't lie about the results of the divination. So, by her claiming she's a sage, and then saying someone we definitively know isn't the key master, then we know she's not a sage. Transitive property and all that. So then what does that make her? I mean, she could be... But what's her incentive to lying now all of a sudden? When she was not saying a thing before. Hey! No, I am the sage. Miss Sarah was the keymaster. What the hell is this all about now, Kai? What is happening? My head's spinning. Woof! 8 minutes to go, everyone. Okay, quick giving statements, you five. We're going to discuss this amongst ourselves first. Hurry, we got no time. Oh, fuck. So and Kana are working together. Got no doubt. Keji, there ain't no way Kana's up to no good. Kana's being used by the beanie guy. He's gonna cast her aside. Don't you dare pick her. I got it, Wolf. Long-haired apron guy said his role last, so he's suspicious. Meow. Definitely lying, Wolf. I was about to believe Joe earlier, but is he really the sage? If we can't possibly find the answer in this little time. Pains me, but as So or Sarah could potentially be a key master, we shouldn't vote for them. Oh yeah, lots happening. So and Kane are working together, I've got no doubt. I know that much, but I don't know their roles. If there was some way to determine them, is there a way to do that? Oh, really? That's good. Guess I'll persist until you can figure it out, Sarah. I was about to believe Joe earlier, but is he really a sage? Feels like it might be possible that Joe's a sacrifice even. Ugh. Think. We gotta think. Now here's the thing. There is a chance that Joe isn't the sage. Because you could lie about you being the sage, not be the sage, and then just claim someone's a keymaster. We saw fucking Kai do it. Or we saw, not Kai. We saw, the Kana's doing it. So then is Joe doing that just to... Is he a commoner? And he just wants people to pick me? Or not pick me as the keymaster? Or because he just believes me? Because you could do that. You could be a commoner, lie that you're the sage. And honestly, that's a bold thing. Because you're outing yourself as the sage, which makes you an easy target. But he would be selflessly... That totally makes sense. He would selflessly be trying to say, hey... Don't pick Sarah because she's a keymaster. I'm the sage, and then not be the sage. And paint a target on your back. But... in a weird, creepy way... Couldn't Kai be doing that the same? Because he clearly has some weird fascination with me. What if he's just doing the same thing I described here? Maybe he's not the sage, but he's a commoner, and he's like, hey, if I say Sarah is the keymaster, I might be protecting her, even if I'm pinning a picture on my painting a bullet on a target on my back. I said picture than bullet. It's my tired brain. Alright, let's see what they have to say as well. Kana's being used by the beanie guy. He's gonna cast her aside. Don't you dare pick her. Sorry, bad time to drink water. Wonder if the beanie's planning to sacrifice Kana to save his own ass. We can't possibly find the answer in this little time. We need to reason out the rules somehow. If only we could just look at what's on the cards. Then we know the rules. What's on the cards? Whoop. Understood. I thought this earlier, but I guess I should point out now. The fact that you can have, like, extract stuff from people and then have them add it to their statement is so fucking, like, Phoenix, right? Add that statement so that I can find the contradiction. If only we could just look at what's on the cards and we know the rules. If we could do that, we would have from the, we could have from the start, huh? We would have from the start, huh? Okay. Long-haired apron guy said his roll last, so he's suspicious, meow. Definitely lying, wolf. He must have realized that if he was the only one without a roll, he'd be chosen by process of elimination, meow. Ah, pains me, but as So or Sarah could potentially be the keymaster, we shouldn't vote for them. But who would be a safe bet then? This is an interesting... If only we could look at what's on the cards. Might be a Hail Mary here. Hell yeah, my dude. What's on the cards? Just maybe. 3 minutes left. Let's take a gamble on it. Listen up, everyone. This is the last discussion. Nice, dude. I got that one so good. Joe, I'll ask you. Right, ask me anything. What's on the Keymaster card? In other words, what's the design? Huh? You can answer, can't you? As a sage? He's getting progressively sweatier. He's like, oh no. It's gonna come out that he's not the sage, right? Well done, Keji. You've revealed the truth with just one question. Don't take me lightly, will ya? Obviously, it's a picture of a key. The Keymaster, so it's a key. Too bad, actually. Kana, what did it look like to you? It was a picture of a lock. Correct. The design for the Keymaster is a lock. Slipped up right at the very end, Joe. What are you talking about? I saw it for sure. Picture of a key. There's no time. It's your last chance, Sarah. The last. Right. There's no time to keep drawing out statements. I need to deal with the final blow in just one action or we'll all lose. Wait, I can't, like... What does think deeply mean? Should I save before this? This feels very, like, don't fuck up here. What happens if I think deeply? The sage knows the Keymaster. That's true. Some people are telling the truth and some are telling lies. There's probably no time to extract statements out of people at this point. Think more, use clout? What does that mean? Contrasting statements is pointless too. People who don't want to be chosen will just stall. Oh, so you can, like, use any, like, left clout you have to... Huh. Alright, right. To, like, get clues, basically, I guess. That's weird. Alright, right. All I can do is use an item, but on who and what? Use an item? I gotta say, this might be intentional, but the music definitely doesn't give off, like, thinking vibes. It's like a hindrance. It's trying to, like, cloud up your mind as you're, like, it's like thumping. Boom, 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 boom. And you're like, I gotta use an item. I don't know. Why is she lying, dude? Why are you always lying? And then Kai is just dots. It wants me to use an item, apparently. How deep can you... I mean, just burn all your clout. Alright, so it wants me to use the rulebook on someone. So let me think. 5 people are nominated by preliminary vote. If the final vote, 1 victim must be chosen. Misclicked. If fewer than 5 in prelims, final vote uses that many. If only 1 victim is chosen with no final vote. That doesn't seem like something I'd be able to throw at someone. You know? It's gotta be probably this second part, right? But cannot lie about the results. And do I just throw it at Kana because I know she's lying? Is it gonna do some kind of... Fuck it, we ball. Come on! Yeah! All mysteries can explain with this item. Can they really? Please don't get in my way now, so. And did you think you could prove anything with such half-hearted evidence? Ugh. Everyone, Sarah's hit her limit. Leave this to me. Ah, so it's not this? What? No! No! Messed up in the very last moment. No decision made. The voting begins. Filled with irritation at my failure and fierce suspicion, my vision went black. I can hardly remember anything that came next. Not even who was chosen and who died. No! Well, good thing I saved, yeah? Alright. So it's not as crazy. Okay, so there's got to be some kind of logic, right? Because I just went for the Hail Mary and was like, oh, Kana's, we know she's lying. So throw the rule book at her. This doesn't explain anything. I don't think that could be used as a... I mean, how lame is it if I just keep using my clout that I built up? I mean, is that a reward for getting through with so much clout, you know? Just keep expending on hints until it's, like, maybe painfully obvious. I mean, we got to the point where it said use an item and it's got to be one of the rule books. And it's not rulebook 2 on Kana. That's the only thing we know it's not right now, basically. Well, we also know it's not probably one of these items. Why the hell is Kai even an option? He has nothing. He has no info to give me. It's not some weird thing where he says, well, I saw it with my eyes. And, like... since it's divined, he wouldn't be able to see with his eyes, would he? It's not something like that. It can't possibly be this, right? All mysteries can be explained with this item. Alright, well, you know, I tried. I wanted to make sure it wasn't something like that. You know? Part of me is like... I'm really curious if am I just really bad at this? Or is it pretty obtuse? Does all first-time players not know what the hell they're sometimes doing? Alright, so we've tried Rulebook 2 against these two. I mean, I could just sit here and go like... because here's my thinking. Why would Kai be a selectable option if he has nothing to say? Is it only because he's in here? Or because he's in the, you know, he's one of the 5 with us, so he has to be a selectable option, but maybe he has nothing? Too bad, Joe. The design for the Keymaster is a lock. Gotta try it. All mysteries can be explained with this item. No, so... not the 0 again. Not the 0. not the 0, man. All right, let's just for all time's sake, let's see. Just to. It is it. I should have known there was a reason he was selectable. God damn it. God damn it. Also, I just want to say, I always talk about this when I'm selecting games to do on stream. I check how long the game, like, people say, like, how long to beat and everything. I just saw on my save file it's like at 7 hours or whatever. 7 hours plus minutes. I could have sworn when I was doing research on this game before starting it up, people are like, oh, you could finish in like 15 hours or whatever. I'm not even done with the first like chapter or whatever. Episode, whatever they call them. I'm already at 7 hours. I am just impossibly slow. It's quite incredible. Whatever. I got it right. Right now, I'm seeing the worst outcome in my head. It's just an uncertain line of logic. An imperfect hole in the kidnapper's design. If all my guesses are correct, it's over. It's all over. Please, let me be wrong. I don't have anywhere left to go but forward. Kai. Yes? Please tell me the results of your divination. So it is what I thought. He was lying. He might be a commoner, and he was just trying to, like, make it so that people don't vote for me. while also potentially pinning a target on his back. Because Joe is my homie. Quit it, Sarah. Talking to Kai now is just a waste of time. Believe in me. You won't say, will you, Kai? Because you can't say. What are you? It says this in rulebook 2. The sage knows who the keymaster is via divination, but cannot lie about the results of divination. All it says is they know who it is. All it says is they know who it is. Plus, they can't lie about the results. The real sage couldn't see any design. Oh. Oh, okay. You know what? I gotta hand it to the game. That's actually really clever. I didn't think about that, though. I mean, now that it's explained like that, it makes sense. There's a way to see the backlog to this, right? There's a button, I think. It's scroll window, isn't it? Yeah. That's actually really clever. I'll give the game that. Because yeah. Because you can't. So like it says the sage knows who the keymaster is. All it says is that they know who it is. But it's not like if he's the real sage, which it's looking like he's the real sage, and these two were both lying. It's not, the rulebook doesn't say, oh, they know what the card looks like or anything. That's actually really clever. That's really clever. I can't even be mad. But my brain just wasn't thinking like that. until it said out loud, like I'm like, oh. That's way too clever. I think I'm just it's a combination of me too dumb to go think that route, and also, like I said, end of a long week. My brain just would not be able to like piece that together alone. That's just good. That's just good. The real sage couldn't see any design. So Kai, who didn't say design, is the sage. But if that's it, then why did Joe claim to be the sage? But here's the thing. I don't think that's that weird, because like I said, and I said it a while ago before this whole thing kind of shook out, it doesn't surprise me. Joe is the homie. Excuse me. Joe would, he's clearly like ride or die with Sarah. And he's had many instances where he is ride or die with Sarah, right? He's shown time and time again. And I'm sure somewhere in the future in the game, there's going to be some moment where we're betrayed by Joe. Hopefully not, but probably. It seems like that could be an easy setup, right? But I digress. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It makes perfect sense why Joe did it. He was willing to paint the target. I keep saying it over and over, but I'll say it one more time. Willing to paint the target on his back, claiming to be the sage, just to make it so that people didn't vote for me to be eliminated. Present it all to Kai or keep it all inside. Why would I keep it all inside? What? Do I have a death wish right here? Huh? Kai, who won't mention the design, is the sage. Huh. My fate has been set then. Huh? So Kai was the sage? You? Sure enough, you had Kane alive for you. More importantly, we should listen to Kai. Kai's last words, that is. When we came to the subject of designs, I realized I was in danger. I thought I might play dumb, but it was clear I would be the most voted, simply due to my lack of trust. Yet, I do not wish to die. Kai, the sacrifice is surely Joe. Joe? Oh. fuck, if he was a sacrifice. Oh, that's why he was told. Maybe he isn't a commoner. He could be totally comfortable saying he was a sage, because if people vote for him, then he would be like, fuck you guys, I'm picking Sarah, and we're safe. All you die. Oh, he's so ride or die. Literally. Damn. Damn. I'm convinced he purposefully took actions that could be read as those of the sage. And thus, please vote for So. Why me? He's a dangerous man. He will certainly disturb our teamwork and lead everyone into danger. I did indeed have contact with the kidnappers, but if you let me live, I will tell everything. I have vital information for our escape. See ya, Kai. Guys, don't be fooled. I'm the sage. He wants to be voted so bad. Oh no, it's time to vote. Please refrain from whisperings. Please, don't kill me. It's not going to make me actually vote, is it? Please choose who to vote for. Obviously, let's vote for Kana. Alright, so let's walk through. Obviously, I'm not going to vote for myself. I'm not that defeated. Joe, I could see. There's like, Kai brings up a good point. Maybe is that the sacrifice, and if he gets enough votes, he would just take me and we'd be safe apparently. But that's not a good thing. Kana, clearly a liar. We know she's lying. She's definitely not the sage. We can guarantee, because she claimed someone else other than us was the keymaster. We know we're the keymaster for sure, unless our own eyes or mind is lying to ourselves. Therefore, she's either a sacrifice or a commoner. Voting for her is basically a waste, though, even though she's a liar. And you can't help but think she's maybe being manipulated by someone. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this and you're watching me like hem and haw over every little action, I'm so sorry. I always say this. I always feel bad for people that watch me and they're like, just fucking play the game faster. Just know that I'm like, I made a joke about it a few minutes ago, but like, I'm super slow when it comes to this, and I love just like sitting and deliberating over games like this. I love thinking things out loud. I don't know if that's the funnest thing to watch. So this is why I'm like, I get why they're I'm not probably the most enjoyable watch. But if you're that type of person that loves to see my thought process in everything I do, well then, that's very clearly, you're at the right place. So, Beanie, lying about being the keymaster, I do fear, because what prevents him from being the sacrifice? You know? I wouldn't put it past him. Now that Kai has brought up that my friend Joe's the sacrifice, I maybe lessen the percentage that he's the sacrifice. I lower that a bit. But before that whole prospect opened up, I would not have put it past him with his weird acting and personality type from everything we've gotten so far. What if he just is like, I'm going to go balls to the wall, I'm going to act annoying and be everyone's enemy, and kind of trick people into voting it for me out. And then you have Kai. And I have a bad feeling people see Kai. I believe him weirdly when he says that he will spill the beans about everything. He's saying he has ties to the kidnappers. And the funny thing is, like, there's a chance that my vote carries no weight. You know what I mean? One way or the other. Maybe if I vote for someone, the other 4 people are going to vote for one other person. You know what I mean? So maybe it doesn't matter. Can I really pick wrong here? Is basically what I'm saying. I don't know how the game will handle it. don't destroy the magic. If you're like, ooh, I'm gonna tell him if like I don't want the magic to be ruined. To me, I still believe in Santa Claus. Okay. Don't ruin the magic for me ever. Fuck him. Honestly, I'm voting for Beanie So with the beanie, just because I hate him. He's obnoxious. I think it is a strong possibility he's the sacrifice. And he's just a psycho. All votes have been received. Displaying results. God, why am I weirdly nervous about this? No way. Oh my... Oh wait, it's not just 5 people voting. I kind of forgot that for a sec. No. No fucking way. Joe is totally a sacrifice, isn't he? Those are his own 2 votes. He really just wanted people to vote for him so he could take us out, couldn't he? Didn't he? Didn't he? That seems pretty obvious at this point. Damn it, Kai. People, we could have kept him around for at least one more round, you know? That's what I would have said. I would have been like, hey, everyone, if I can make a pitch for Kai, I'd be like, hey, guys, we know he's creepy, but we can keep him around for one more round, yeah? That's too bad. You lose, Kai. I understand. So long as you may be the sacrifice, choosing you is risky. It's more than that. If you picked me with emotion, that would be your will. But everyone chose with logic. Awful, isn't it? This vote isn't about our own wills. That's what everyone's telling themselves. How they're fooling themselves. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, everyone, enjoy yourselves as I check your answers. First, the sage. You were right on, everyone. It was Kai Sato. Damn. I weirdly feel bad for the weird guy. Next, the Keymaster. The fierce battle between you two was a true sight to see. Amazing. It was Sarah Shadowan. I'm actually interested that she's revealing all the answers. I guess they kind of had to let everyone know. But I mean, like, now everyone knows who lied. So now, there's like an interesting, I forget, there's got to be some term for it. I'm sure I learned it because I'm like a weirdo. There was I'm always interested in game theory, but like there was a point in my life where I studied a lot of like different game theory stuff. And there was something about games like these with hidden roles. But there was a theory in it where then if you play subsequent rounds with the same people and you know, same game, same roles and everything, but you go on to another round, you build up all the previous knowledge of the previous rounds. It's not like it's a clean slate. So now we go into round 2, round 3, 4, 5, however there are. I guess there's not that many rounds because there's only so many people and only so many episodes to this game. But we go in with like previous biases, right? We know, maybe not the right word to use there, but we go in with previous knowledge that Kana lied openly, brazenly. So is an asshole and lied. So then in the next round, it's not a clean slate, and then do you bring those with you to anything they say in the previous or the future rounds? You know what I mean? I sound sick and I'm sneezing a ton, so I sound delirious, and I kind of am. But I hope what I'm saying kind of makes sense. Whatever. Amazing. It was Sarah Shadowan. No, stop it. And the sacrifice. The one who dies with objective incomplete is... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, he does die. I totally fucking forgot that part from my brain. No, Joe! Ah, shit. Even if I voted for Joe, it's not like that would have helped. The votes weren't there. Please. Ta-da! It was Joe Tazuna. Same, Joe. Same. Well, what to say? Guys, sorry for tricking you. Dumbass, what are you sorry about? I gotta say, getting the sacrifice card is a shit luck thing. You are put in such a bad position. You have to convince people somehow. You have to get the votes, and then even if you pull off that like almost improbable victory, you then have to only pick one person to save along with you, and don't get to move on. You don't get to obviously keep living, but you don't get to move on with all these other people. That sucks ass. Dumbass, what are you sorry about? And these people, now everyone who moves on without him, they feel guilty for indirectly killing the sacrifice. But also, it's conflicting because you also, sure, you indirectly killed the sacrifice, but if you wanted to prevent that, then you're choosing then that one sacrifice potentially over everyone else dying. You know what I mean? So you're indirectly killing someone, but you're indirectly killing someone, but the other option to that is even worse. It's crazy. Because of us, don't you feel bitter? I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I just can't see you as bad guys. Even so and Alice must be good people, really. Sarah? This isn't real. It's just... Sorry, I even tricked you. Joe, stop it. I don't believe it. Sarah, you didn't vote for me. That's what made it clear. All you guys are my friends. So, work together and do your best. Last, there's something I want to say. Sure enough, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, huh? I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend. That's sad. I'm sad. Down to the end, he's like, I love you, Sarah. Joe, even as you die, just know that, like, even if I voted for you, you wouldn't have been safe. That's how I'm gonna try to sleep at night. Yes, it's over already. Kai Sato, chosen by vote, will be the main event. Whereas you're the opening act. Hurry up and die. Wait, Miley. Come, wrigglers. What the hell is this? What the hell? Suck all the blood from Joe Tazuna. What? Oh! This is a nightmare. Please, Miley, stop this. I'll do anything. I'll die in this place. Save Joe. Please help him. How cute, Sarah. Why not? I'll give you a chance. Huh? This button will slow the device connected to Joe Tazuna. Just keep pressing it. The device will be slowed the more you press, and maybe even stop. Give me that. Oh, this is what? Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Now, keep mashing that button. Maybe you'll save him. Joe! Oh, this is sadistic. Nope, this isn't gonna work, is it? I will click this button so fucking hard. I'll break my mouse, dude. Save Joe! 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 This is sadistic. There's no way to actually save him, is there? Oh god, it's draining faster. No! I'm clicking still fast. I am clicking as fast as I can. Oh, no. This is so mean. This is so mean. Oh, my God. No, no, no. Joe, 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 no. Joe, Joe, Joe. It's draining so fast. I'm clicking just as fast. Oh, my God. He's getting bloody. This is actually fucking asshole behavior. This is so evil. This is... Oh, no. Joe. Oh, my God. He's getting weaker. This is so bad, dude. I'm clicking so fast. You don't even know. Joe! That was mean. That's mean of the game. That's mean of Miley. I was clicking. My finger hurts. I was clicking. Dude, I'm I've never clicked so fast in my life. Joe expired. Joe, please. Respond. Open your eyes. Ryoko, your family. You need to go home to them, don't you? Let's go to school together with Ryoko. This is upsetting. Truly upsetting. Click, 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 click. With each press of the button, my heart crumbles. Click, 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 click. Like I'm pounding my heart with a hammer. Click, 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 click. Just stop, Sarah. It's enough. How cute you are even when you cry. Oh, Jesus. You were so close. Might have stopped with just a little more. You're horrible. I still don't get the design. What is the goop on this thing? Like, the brown and yellow goop. It's very strange. Very strange. As if you ever intended to let me save him. It's nothing to cry about, is it? Your hard work let Joe Tazuna live just a bit longer. With each button press of yours, Joe suffered longer. How boring. Have you been broken? She's a goop doll. Oh, very well. I have no time to spare for you. For Kai Sato, you are the main event. Unfortunately, I will not let you do as you wish. Huh? I will issue my own death. What the hell? You? What selfishness? Knife from the kitchen. As if I'll allow you suicide. Damn it, get off, you idiot brute. Like hell, I wouldn't let you go if you kill me. Damn it, I can't activate the device. Miss Sarah, can you hear me? Joe, Listen to me, Sarah. This is resistance. Our lives toyed with to our enemies' whims. We are unable to save even a single person. As we die off, this is my feeble resistance. But it is one large step toward counterattack. It is a step I was able to take because you bought me time. It is surely not futile. Damn. Damn. I entrust them to you. Our regrets, our hopes. I am satisfied. Kai! Kai! Tazuna, wasn't today your birthday? Huh? Good memory, Shidoan. And hey, didn't I say Joe was fine? Then you should call me Sarah yourself. Have this, Joe. What the heck? It's so cute. It's a dog keychain. My friend Ryoko won it at an arcade. You could take it. Then I'll wear it here till graduation. That long? Don't get it confiscated. Thanks, Sarah. Oh. Oh, an addition. Oh. Nine remain. Oh, I think I had said earlier that 8 was going to remain. It's 9. I'm an idiot because I wasn't counting. I was counting the boxes, but I wasn't counting Sarah herself. I don't think I can save during dialogue, right? So I gotta just get past this part. I honestly thought that section was gonna take maybe like an hour and a half, and we're already about to hit 3 hours. Lol, lol, lol. Although I did have clearly some difficulty on some sections. Rico says, how's Sarah? She's tossing and turning. I'm right next to you, big sis Sarah. Meow. I'll go too. I don't know what I can do, but I'll at least stay by her side. Yeah, right. This time, give her strength. Heh. Please, everyone, rest up a while before proceeding to the next floor. Eh? Can you go home? Funny joke. We've only just begun. Let us enjoy this, everyone. La 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 la. Kai, were you really a bad guy? Being bad makes you a good for nothing. Didn't seem to me like a good for nothing guy. I don't know. I just don't know. I want to know everything. You're the one who said it. I don't like this. Please don't make Sarah sad. Didn't you feel anything from what Joe said? So many mysteries. So many mysteries. Hey. You said you were a policeman, yes? What about it? A policeman knows about murder cases, yes? Yeah? If I'm in charge of them. Do you know the crime I committed? Why? Imagine it's just a coincidence, but I killed a person once. What was the victim's name? It was So Hiyori. Huh? Huh? ¿Qué? Nani? ¿Qué? Nani? What? Completed chapter 1, part 2. Proceed directly to chapter 2, part 1. Can I? Why? What about a save? Can't I just do? I would love like a save option, and then when I load back into this, be like start with chapter 1 summary. What happens if I click this? Where's this place? Am I in some of my memories? Let's remember things one step at a time. This is me. My name is Sarah Chidoan. It all began when I was coming home from school with my friend Joe Tazuna. Suddenly, a stalker appeared. We ran in fear of being attacked and arrived home. But someone was lurking there and knocked us unconscious. We woke up in an unfamiliar room. Well, now why am I reading this now? Tied to beds and with collars put on us, we were forced to solve a puzzle for our lives. That was the first trial. Waiting for us after we got through the trial were 9 people of varying age, gender, and occupation. Still not knowing what was what, we all cooperated to escape this place and evaded traps trying to take our lives. But due to an unfair move from the suddenly appearing floor master, Sue Miley, the laughing doll, Professor Kazumi Mishima died. We also met up with a murderer who had been hiding, Alice Yabusame, and began a vote with our lives at stake, the main game. 2 cards decided our fates, the Sage and the Sacrifice. The ones who had them were Kai Sato, my stalker who held some sort of key to the death game, and my best friend Joe. So Joe was killed in the cruelest of ways. In my crumbling heart, someone's voice echoes. I entrust them to you, our regrets, our hopes. There, my senses gave out again. Touch a character. To review each person's actions prior to chapter 2. Touch exit to begin the story. Maybe it does it like autosave? Or can you just start in on the second section and then be fine? I'm gonna do something really dumb. Alright, I'm gonna do something really dumb. I'm going to see what happens. Watch this. I'm gonna quit the game. And then I'm gonna run it again. Now, this might be... I might have done just the dumbest thing ever. One sec. One sec. Because I gotta see how I want to do this for future times as well, right? Because it does have just... But if I click this, it'll take me to this. That's not what I meant to click. That's not what I meant to do. Take 3. Okay, so then I assume I can click this. And should it... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That's what we'll do then. Alright, we'll end it there then. So I guess the saving doesn't really matter. Because the way the game is kind of built, it's you can just start in on chapter... You know, you could skip around the chapters. It's got chapter select built in basically from the start. Although, like I said, as far as interface goes, I would just love if, like, it presented the option of, like, just as a clean interface option. You finish the mystery, you finish that thing of 1, then it goes, would you like to save? It could have gone, like, end of chapter 1, part 2, or whatever it's called, or part B, or whatever. Part 2, I think. Chapter 1, part 2. It says end of that, and it said, would you like to save? And then you go, yes. And it goes, would you like to exit to title? And then I would have been like, yes. And then you load into the game again, and then it says, do you want to view the summary of chapter 1? And then click all the characters, which we will do next time we play, because I like doing that. And we'll probably rewatch this, because, I don't know, I'm a madman, and my brain is weird. So, thanks so much for watching. Like I said, apologies that it's so slow. Such a slow experience. But like I said, what's the point in watching if, in my opinion, at least, it's not like I'm a speedrunner or anything. What's the point in watching someone play a game that you possibly even have already played yourself, right? If you don't want to hear me just ramble and list out my thought process. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. Especially, I mean, if you're watching me play currently the Umineko run I'm doing. That's like 75 parts in or something at this point. Those people are no strangers to my my slow ass with reading and thinking of things. So again, thanks so much for watching. Stream should be happening tomorrow. Definitely, at least at the very least, probably Umineko Saturday night tomorrow. Maybe not super early, probably, but an earlier morning stream. But that requires me to get up and active and stuff and take care of some things quickly. So we'll see. Only slight possibility, I should say. So again, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice rest of your night. Have a great weekend. See you in another stream. Until then.